Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome back to my channel Leela Web Dev. In this video, we will try to see about the how to handle the required fields or the required keys in the builder pattern. Let's try to see. Normally, in our previous video, we have seen about this or builder pattern thing. What is a builder pattern? How you can develop the builder pattern in order to create an object step by step. So here, this is our object class, and here this is our builder which will create an object step by step, so that you are having here, instead of having like a big one sending the parameters, so you will try to build it like this. So fine, now important question is, so here if you don't mention anything, so you are able to handle the what I mean to say, so here you are able to handle the optional fields. How you can handle this mandatory fields then? So one way is put them in the constructor. So normally there are three common ways how you can do it in the real projects. Way one is required fields, put it in the constructor. Most common one which we will try to do it. Just like, so for example, let's say that bread and protein is the mandatory thing. Let's assume. Okay, you can remove this one all, and here you can mention the bread and also the protein. Okay, so like this. So now here what you will try to do, instead of having this one, so we will try to send this here like this, and you will send it here like this. Okay, that's it. So we will try to send it in the constructor. So this is one way how you can do it, clean and simple. Just like the thing, bread and protein must be provided when starting the builder, and everything will be taken care by this one. Okay, if you try to run this code, node builder.js, then also it will work without any problem. So protein is none. Okay, fine. So here we need to assign it. I haven't assigned it, right? So let's try to assign this one. Where is this? Here, constructor, we are getting this one, right? So here you can do this dot bread is equal to bread. Okay, this dot protein is equal to protein. That's it. So now if you try to see the output, same thing. Now we are able to get the same output. So this is way we are handling the what I mean to say, the required fields in the constructor. Way two is validate inside the build method only. So for example, let's say that you are passing so normal method. So here you are trying to pass these all the things, right? So let's say that old scenario is there. We are trying to send the old scenario. So like this. So there is nothing. So here, and when you are trying to build it, okay, here you can write if not of this dot bread is there, then throw new error bread is required. So you can have something like this, and if not of this dot protein is there, then throw new error protein is required. So now if you try to see here, I haven't mentioned anything in this one protein. Now so completely that one is an optional field, right? So now if you try to see the output for this one, let's clear it off, and here you'll be able to see that protein is required. So protein is required. So here you will be able to see the output for this one. So in this way you can make it. This catches mistakes early when someone forgets this one also. So these are the two ways which you can do it. There is also another way which is called as in staggered builders. This is used when you want to force the order like a form wizard. So instead of one builder, we create multiple small classes, each for one step. Let me show you. So for example, let's say that you are having a let's say that you are having a sandwich builder class. We are already having it, right? So let's try to have it sandwich builder. So this is the thing which you will be having, and for this one, for this class, so you will be having a with bread. Okay, and you will pass the bread, and here what you try to do, so you need to go to the protein step. So class protein step, sorry, and here inside this one, so with protein, or otherwise you can have a constructor bread. So you will get the bread, and here you will write this dot bread is equal to bread, this dot bread is equal to bread, and here you will write with protein. So with protein, and in this one you will pass the protein, and here you will write cheese step. Okay, so now here, so like this you will have. So now here you will have a with protein. So with protein, So you will try to create so here sandwich builder with bread, and let's say final step. This one is a final step. Okay. So now here what I will do with protein we are having, and here I need to do return new final step of I need to pass the bread. Okay. So what I can do, so here I can pass the this dot bread and protein. That's it. So now here you are having the final step, and inside this one you will get the bread and also the protein, so that you will mark this one and you will mark this one. That's it. Sorry. So you will have it like this. So now in the final step you are having everything, right? So now you can, if you want, you can add everything. So whatever the things you want, you can remove this add protein, add bread if you have it also, no problem. Now here what you try to do, so you are using the sandwich builder, and here you need to do with bread. Okay, with bread, and this one returns this one. So here you can have a dot with protein, and here you can use the chicken. That's it. So this one is returning you the protein, and you are calling with protein, and with protein return you the final step, and this final steps everything you'll be having. Now if you try to see the output for this one, node builder.js file, node builder, sorry. So now here you'll be able to see, okay, with protein. Okay. The problem, let's try to see number 80, sandwich builder with bread. Okay, where is our sandwich builder, and you are having it bread. Okay, we need to return the new protein, right? We are not returning the protein. So here you need to return new protein step, and you need to pass the bread. Now if I try to run the same code, node builder.js file, so here you'll be able to see the same output. So this you must follow the steps in order without no skipping. This prevents mistakes completely. It's more code, so we use it only when order really matters. But now you know how professionals handles required fields in different situations. So that is the what I want to explain it to you. So these are the three ways how you can develop. What I mean to say is how you can handle the required fields. So one is nothing but, so just in the constructor you can send it directly the two things if you are having less field, and another one is, so you can add a conditions in a such a way that in the final step, where is this one, here you can add it like this, and in the last one is you can maintain a multiple classes like a staggered builder, and you can do it. So these things which you need to understand. Final conclusion. So now I hope that you fully understand the builder design pattern. It help, what does this builder design pattern will do? It helps create complex objects step by step, makes the code clean, readable and safe, uses fluent chaining with returning this, handles required and optional fields beautifully, and also it is used in real libraries and big projects everywhere. This is one of the most practical patterns you will use again and again. So that's it guys about this one. I will try to explain you another real world example in the part 2 about the builder design pattern. So if you found this helpful, please like the video, subscribe and turn on notifications, and I will try to do the part 2 also. Hope you understood about this one. Until then, bye.